You emerge already whole. No egg cracks open above you, no shell splits in the sun. Your mother has carried you inside her body for 2 months, and now she pushes you out into the world, soft and pale and small, one of dozens of siblings sliding free into the leaf litter together. Your shell has not hardened yet. You are the color of milk and honey, almost translucent, and every movement takes effort. You lie still for a moment among the rotting leaves and fallen bark, your legs folding and unfolding, learning what they are for. The forest floor smells of wet wood and decay. You cannot see this floor as a place yet. You only feel it. Damp, dark, close, the air thick with moisture trapped beneath the canopy far above. Your siblings crowd around you, pale bodies pressing together for warmth and safety. This is how you will spend your whole life, never alone, always surrounded by others who share your smell, your burrow, your rotting log. Within hours, your shell begins to darken. It hardens from the outside in, turning from white to tan to the deep reddish-brown that will mark you for the rest of your life. You are a nymph now, wingless, small, 6 legs carrying a body built low and armored. You feed on what the forest floor provides: rotting fruit, decaying leaves, the soft collapsing wood of a fallen branch. You do not hunt, you do not chase. You wait for the forest to break itself down, and you consume what is left behind. This is the work of your kind, turning death into soil, one bite at a time. You are 3 weeks old now. Your body no longer fits the shell it wears. Pressure builds beneath your exoskeleton until it can no longer hold, and you split down your back, pulling yourself free of the old casing, leaving it behind like a discarded coat. For a few hours, your new shell is soft and pale again, vulnerable, and you press yourself into the darkest part of the log until it hardens. You will do this 5 more times before you are grown. Each molt strips away the old and pale and small, and something larger and darker takes its place. The other cockroaches around you do the same, shedding and hardening in overlapping cycles, so that at any moment your colony is a mix of ages, the newly molted pale ones hiding, the hardened ones moving freely, the oldest ones bearing the scars of a longer life. You learn the sound of your own kind before you learn much else. When a beetle brushes too close, when a shrew's nose pushes into the log's opening, the cockroaches near the disturbance force air through the small holes along their abdomens, and the log fills with a sharp, rasping hiss. You freeze at the sound. Stillness is safety. Stillness is what has kept your kind alive on this island for longer than memory holds. You are 4 months old. Your body has stopped shrinking into the shadows and started pushing outward. Heavier now, the plates of your exoskeleton wider, the ridge across your back beginning to rise. If you are male, this ridge will become a horn, blunt and forward-facing, built not for killing, but for pushing. If you are female, your body will stay smoother, rounder, built instead for what you will carry inside it. Night falls, and the log around you comes alive. Daylight is danger, the eyes of birds, the tongues of lizards, the thin fingers of light finding gaps in the canopy. Darkness is when you move. You spread out through the leaf litter with dozens of others, antennae sweeping the ground ahead, searching by smell and touch for what has fallen and begun to rot since the sun went down. You are 8 months old now, and fully grown. Your shell has reached its final size, dark and glossy, heavier than it has ever been. 2 males near your log meet at the entrance, and neither one gives way. They lower their heads, their horns meet, and they push, chest to chest, legs braced against the bark, each one straining to flip the other onto its back. The hiss that rises from them is louder than any warning call, sharper, longer, a sound made not from fear, but from effort. One male's legs slip. He is turned, briefly exposed, and he rights himself and retreats into the shadows without further contest. The winner holds his ground at the entrance, horn raised, and does not chase him further. There was nothing here worth dying for, only worth proving. You watch this from the edge of the log, one of many. Rank exists among your kind, quiet and unspoken, decided in these small pushing contests rather than in blood. 2 years pass in the rhythm of wet season and dry season, molt and mating, feeding and hiding. If you are female, a male eventually approaches you in the dark, antennae touching yours, his hiss softer now, a different register entirely. Courtship instead of combat. You accept him, or you do not. If you accept him, what he leaves inside you will become the next generation, carried for 2 months in your body, the way you were once carried in your mother's. You give birth the same way you were born. No eggs laid and left behind, no casing buried in the dirt. Your young slide free from your body, already formed, pale and soft, and they crowd around you in the leaf litter, exactly as you once crowded around your own mother. You do not guide them or feed them or teach them anything. They already know what to do. They scatter into the safety of the rot and begin to feed, and your work as a mother ends the moment it begins. The seasons keep turning. 3 years pass. 4. Your shell, once glossy, has dulled at the edges. A chip along one antenna never regrows. Your movements slow, not dramatically, but enough that you notice the effort of fresh molt used to erase. You have outlived most of your siblings. The log you were born in has partly collapsed and rotted into the earth beneath it, and the colony has shifted to a fallen branch nearby, but you still remember the smell of that first log, faint as it is now, buried under years of decay. A shrew finds the branch one evening, nose pushed into the gap where you are resting. The hiss rises around you, a wall of sound meant to startle, meant to buy time, and in the chaos of scattering bodies, you move as fast as your aging legs allow. You are not the fastest anymore. You are not the one who reaches the deepest shadow first. The shrew's teeth find you before the darkness does. It is quick. There is no long chase, no long struggle. One moment you are moving through the leaf litter the way you have moved for 5 years, and the next moment you are not moving at all. The colony does not pause for you. There is no ceremony in a rotting log. Within minutes, the hissing fades, the scattered bodies settle, and the forest floor resumes its quiet work of turning death into soil. Work that you did every day of your life, and work that continues, indifferent to whether you are the one doing it or the one being done to. Beneath the same fallen branch, in the deepest, dampest corner where the wood has softened to almost nothing, a young female pushes her new offspring into the world. They are the color of milk and honey, almost translucent, and every movement takes effort. They lie still for a moment among the rotting leaves and fallen bark, their legs folding and unfolding, learning what they are for.